Welcome back to the Leftovers Podcast, guys. I'm Charlie.
I'm Joe.
And this is episode 3. So, yeah, it's been a week. We're filming this on the Thursday. So
Very late.
Yeah, we'll aim to get it out tomorrow. But yeah, anything that's happened last week. So we'll go through the weekend's Premier League fixtures, maybe a bit of Cup of the Cup, the transfer window, the fact the country is sort of not going into lockdown, but some areas are getting a bit worse again. Any celebrity stuff, really.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Yes,
well.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Be interesting.
Compare the two and just our own views. But so we'll kickstart with the weekend.
Premier League action back. I'm so happy it's back.
Yeah.
But I was having a heart attack. If you guys didn't know, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Well, you said that 3 times before, but
Yeah, no, just in case you weren't aware, and I want to make sure that I support the team that are champions of the Premier League right now.
Not Europe anymore. Political.
I wanted Bayern to win. It's fine. No, I did. I said as soon as they beat Tottenham 7-2, I wanted them to win. But so it was an interesting weekend. Arsenal and Fulham was the first official game. That ended 3-0, if I'm correct.
Yep, 3-0.
To Fulham. No, I'm joking. To Arsenal. Surprise. But
Gabriel got debut goal.
Yes.
Lacazette and Aubameyang. Aubameyang goal was very good. Willian got a couple of assists.
Yes, it was a really nice team goal by Arsenal. Arsenal have done a lot of that. They did it against us in the...
You can see what Arteta's trying to do with the club.
Yes.
It went from a shambles to they've got structure now.
Yeah, you can actually see they've kind of got an understanding as to what they want to do, and I think the signing of Gabriel has done... He looked impressive.
Yeah.
I
think what they're trying to do with him being a centre-back, they're trying to do what Liverpool did with Van Dijk. Maybe some sort of leadership.
I know what you mean. He's still quite young.
He needs to
he's still quite young.
Yeah, he needs to develop with the squad.
Yeah, but I think he's still a good signing for what was it, 23 million euros or whatever. It's a very good deal.
It was a good buy.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think he'll do well for them. I think Willian, he may be 32, but I think
forgot about Willian. Yeah.
What you can see with players' primes, they seem to last longer in their careers now. So I think Willian. Did he sign a 2-3 year deal or something like that?
I think he signed a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
And then...
Option for a year or something?
No, it was just a 3-year deal. And then I think it was the reason why is because Arteta was saying to him, we'll win the Champions League by then, which is, I think, very optimistic.
How to keep someone...
Exactly.
He probably said to Aubameyang before he signed, we're good to win the Golden Boot in the Champions
League.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I do think, with Willian, people thought, he's moving to Arsenal to retire. I mean, he only played a month ago, and he was one of Chelsea's best players last season.
Oh yeah.
So
I really rate him.
I
really rate Willian. That was a tongue twister. But no, Arsenal have done a couple of good bits of business. They've signed Ceballos back on loan. They've signed Gabriel, as we've already mentioned. They've got Aubameyang now officially signed the contract. They're linked with Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid, and also
I think they've got what was it?
Alwar from
I'm not
however you pronounce his name, but
30 million.
Yeah, it's very low, I think, for that. I think they were offering a sum of money plus Guendouzi, but I think they rejected that. Yeah. But no, Arsenal seem to be going forward, which is quite good.
They had a decent transfer into last season, but I mean, David Luiz, I don't know. I mean, would he start with Gabriel? I think he might.
Maybe.
Holding had a good game though.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult with their kind of defenders because the majority of them aren't great. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with that.
What was another game? Well, we had Palace scum.
Yeah, you had Crystal Palace versus Southampton, which I'm sure you're happy with the result. Pretty dull game, just 1-0. But VAR was good in that. Let's point it out because there was a red card for Kyle Walker-Peters. John Moss gave the red card originally. Then he watched it on the. He went to the monitor,
which they were advised to do now.
Monitor, yes. For some reason, they were there but weren't used last season, but they've used them now. But he went there and then he overturned his decision and only gave a yellow. So that is where VAR at the moment seems good. I don't think there was any other major VAR instance this weekend. But it's only the first week, but it's looking good at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, thank God Southampton lost. I hope they get relegated, but I think they've got too much of a quality in their team to get relegated.
Let's do West Ham Newcastle next because
we did the big one for last.
Yeah, exactly. But West Ham weren't great. No. Newcastle actually played quite well.
If you had Hendrick in your fantasy football team, you did well.
You had him in your fantasy team?
No, if you did.
Oh, I had Salah. I actually had Salah, but I didn't put him as captain, which was stupid.
I had Salah and then I swapped him out.
You idiot. You absolute idiot.
I had Werner, Aubameyang, and I think it was Greenwood. Just because I had to have a bit of money, it was a bit cheaper.
But no, Newcastle looked quite good.
Yeah, Callum Wilson
debut goal. Hendrick debut goal as well. Yeah. But no, Newcastle looked good.
I think they'll get top 8. May get top 8 this season.
Oh, that's quite a bold. That's a bold one. That's Europa.
If you think about it, Tottenham are going to struggle this season.
Well, not if they get.
Well, Bale is coming. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in a second.
But
no. I think Newcastle done some good business as well. Jamal Lewis, Callum Wilson, Hendricks on a free, Ryan Fraser on a free. So they've done some good business.
Yeah.
I don't know
if you go down, we'll take it basically.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, any free, but they've done good business. But now onto the big one, which
the game that all eyes were on.
Relief. I remember I was walking home from work and it wasn't. I was trying to get it up on my phone, the game, and it wasn't playing. I was like, oh my god, what happened? What's going on? Then I get a notification that we scored a penalty, and I was like, oh, great. I walk past a pub and I hear cheers, and I'm like, what's going on? I see Leeds equalise. I literally saw everyone. I saw all the Leeds the players just come together. I was like, oh no, it's 1-0. Oh no.
It's like
it was the most back and forth game. Like, it was a very good game for the neutral.
But it wasn't. Yeah, like me as a neutral, I was just like, I'm in awe. Like I can see what Bielsa's trying to do.
It just felt like every attack could have been a goal.
Like Phillips played really, really well.
Phillips was very good.
Southgate played him in the wrong position, or like just out of his comfort zone when he played for England. So no one think. I was like, I'd rather just let's get someone like Dele Alli back in the squad. But I was like, no. I mean, this is what Phillips can do in a professional shirt. Like he got the
assist for their first goal.
It was really nice goal.
Really good touch as well. When
it was Harrison.
Yeah, that was it. He really good goal.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? He just cut inside.
To be fair, both their other goals were quite good actually.
Van Dijk here, and he didn't clear it.
I love it. Van Dijk makes one mistake and everyone's like, how he's so trash.
I mean, he scored, didn't he? So.
He scored, yeah, exactly. He scored, whatever. I don't care.
Exactly.
But no, Mo Salah with a hat-trick.
Mo Salah's second goal was an absolte beauty. It just reminded me of that, what was it, 16, 17 season or something, when he scored
17, 18 season.
And when he scored like 40 goals.
He scored 32 goals in the Premier League. He's already got 3.
What is the record, or is that
32? He broke the record. It was originally 31. I think it was joined with Alan Shearer, Ronaldo and Suarez.
I think between Salah and Aubameyang, because what I was seeing, it was I don't think it was Alan Shearer or someone, or was it Wrighty? He was saying like Salah is a bit more selfish than Mane.
Oh, so like, Gary Neville.
Yeah, I think it was
Gary Neville. Yeah,
he was. Him and Carragher were talking after the game, and he was saying that he was a bit more selfish with the ball. So you can see he's trying to be
more selfish than Mane.
Yeah,
but I think
they're still the front three are like
the front three are still ridiculous.
I do agree with him. Like Salah is literally trying to go for these records.
No, yeah, I know where he's coming from.
And I like that, I think it's like gives you the Messi Ronaldo vibe.
Yeah, exactly. But I think also he's kind of said like, if some Liverpool fans would take Salah out of the equation, if they had to remove one of the 3, they would remove Salah. I don't know why. Salah's amazing, and I don't get why you would want to swap any of the front 3. I wouldn't. Maybe Firmino, but it would only be to actually change that role in terms of just an out-and-out striker like a Werner. Yeah, because he's a goal scorer.
He could play number 10 anyway.
Yeah, he was playing that last season for Leipzig at times, but obviously he's gone to Chelsea now. But no, I think Salah's capable, and he's played striker, he's played right wing, he's versatile. So yeah, I think he'll have another good season as well, especially with Thiago in the midfield, because we've agreed a deal finally. The buying, was it the club president? I can't remember, but he came out and said he's going. He's going. We've agreed a deal with Liverpool. He's going.
Klopp, well done. You got a nice player and a nice man.
Finally, and also apparently we're close on a deal for Sarr. Ismaila Sarr, the guy who scored 2 goals against us. But
it's like you do it. Every player plays well against you. Just buy like didn't Minamino.
We did it. Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, we bought Benteke because he just kept scoring against us, but he didn't score for us. But I was going to say something, I can't remember. Oh yeah, with Sarr, I think it's meant to be like the money we use to buy him is the money that we get from selling Brewster, because apparently we're selling Brewster for like 20-25 million.
Yeah, I'd like to see him stay at Liverpool, but I just can't see him playing.
I'm not happy with it. I want him to play. I think I would
play him in like the domestic cup games.
Personally, I would rather have Brewster than Origi.
I would. How old's Origi now? Is he like late 20s?
Origi's like no. I think he's still like 25.
Big game player though, you know what I'm saying? He won that Champions League for you.
I know.
He's just not consistent.
It's that thing of
Everton,
like,
you know.
It's that thing of like, yeah, but he helped you win the semi-final. He helped you win the final. I know he did, but as much as we're like, yeah, it's great. He's 25, by the way. Yeah, it's great. You know, he'll go down as a Liverpool legend. Mate. Jesus,
come on.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it's great. He'll be a Liverpool legend, but he isn't consistent. You know, the Everton one was kind of luck. The Champions League one sure was great, but he's just not the quality that we need. And when you look at Liverpool's bench compared to other teams' bench, now Chelsea, Man City, you look at their benches and go, you know, that could be a start.
Yeah, you win titles with a good
bench.
Exactly.
You win, you know.
Look at City.
Like Shaqiri was meant to be kind of that. He was to begin with, but now he isn't. I don't know why.
I still think City's bench could compete for top 4. It's that good. Think of it.
They got Scott McCarthy now's their goalkeeper.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva.
But Bernardo Silva, Mahrez potentially in that bench.
Gundogan. He usually starts on the bench. I mean, remember it was David Silva.
Not with Otamendi and Stones on the bench, mate.
I mean, they'll have Ake now on the bench because if they sign Koulibaly, he'll part of the report.
That's true.
Ake's a decent defender. He's got pace as well. You need a pacey defender in these nowadays. Like the amount of pace that people are bringing in, like, oh my days. But yeah, so back to that Liverpool Leeds game. I really think Bielsa's put a statement out there.
No, yeah, Leeds should be proud of what happened. And I think
I'll go there saying you played well. They'll probably see in their heads that we lost because of 2
penalties.
Well,
not many. You know, when you look at it, not many teams scored 3 goals against us last season. When you think about it, obviously Watford, Man City did. I don't think anyone else did, to be honest, though, because we were storming it. But Leeds should go out with their heads held high, and I think the rest of the season they'll be fine. So yeah, I think Leeds have got nothing to worry about. Bielsa's doing great there. They've had a couple of.
I think they'll comfortably get mid-table this season. I can see them getting mid-table.
You made some bold predictions, you know.
Yeah,
I think you said Newcastle top 8. You're saying Leeds middle of the table.
I think Everton will get top 6 this season.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, forget about the left of the podcast. This is hot.
I'm saying Man City will win the title.
Completely change.
Man City will get the title. Liverpool second. Chelsea third. United fourth.
Liverpool second, man.
Arsenal fifth. Everton sixth.
You know what hurt?
But then you got Wolves. I think Sheffield United will be terrible this season. I think they'll be awful.
What? You know. That's not a bad shot. I do think they'll drop off, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that
they've had a few problems going on.
Well, last season was great for them, but I think
they won't do that again.
It won't be the same. No. But did you hear what Paul Merson said about Liverpool?
I have to say.
He said he wouldn't be surprised if they finished 4th this season.
It's Paul Merson for you.
4th. Are you mad?
I mean, if you think about,
I sound like troops right now.
Like 3rd maybe, but that's the lowest I can see him.
What, Liverpool?
Yeah.
I think
with the squad Chelsea's got, if they're all playing week in week out, and they bond together, my God,
yeah. If they bond together, then I'm like, okay, fine, maybe top 3, yeah, but 4th. Put some respect on our names, please.
Respect on his name.
Oh, God.
I think, maybe he's just thinking United, we're going to sign all these players. I mean, they missed out on Bellingham, Haaland, Thiago. I mean, you can probably have Bale now to that. Sancho.
Yeah.
I mean, so many players they're missing out on.
They are.
They are. The Glazers are, doing worldies for the other teams. Like,
but it's fine. They've got Donny. They got a.
Don't worry, guys.
They got a Don. Okay, that was a name joke. Anyway, moving on.
Transfer window. Bale.
Well, no, we haven't talked about. We can talk about Tottenham because they lost against Everton. So top 6 is actually a good shout. Actually, I think about it. I think it was only 1-0, and It wasn't.
James Rodriguez, best player on the pitch.
Everton's new signings did well.
I think
Rodriguez.
Everton showed what Tottenham are missing, a creative midfielder. Because when Eriksen gone, they were absolutely done for.
Well, Eriksen didn't really play that much, and that was because he wasn't.
Yeah, but he was their creative player.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
And who's their midfield now? Winks, Dele Alli, and Ndombele's not even playing.
Sissoko.
Sissoko is injured.
No, Højbjerg.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking like, okay,
but,
3 bang average players.
Well, but Bale could potentially change that.
Bale, Kane, Son is a very good front three.
Who would he?
And then you've got Bergwijn to come on. Lamella. Lamella's not great, but I know what you mean. He's a good bench player. He's a good squad player.
Yeah.
Like he can do a job.
He'll be like the
Bring him on.
He'll be like FA Cup type stuff, you know.
Yeah, domestic.
But yeah,
they need to strengthen their midfield and their defence. Like they got Davies left back because Danny Rose.
Well,
is
they're
not
signing
been given a
Reguilon
number
as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
is he a right back?
He's a left back. Yeah. So he.
They signed
Doherty. They signed Doherty as well.
I don't rate Davies at all. I think Reguilon would be good.
Reguilon's good because he's actually a proper defensive.
Was he in the Liga Team of the Year?
Yeah, I think he was actually. Yeah. But I think what will happen is Doherty played in that game. Doherty played really high up. So I think Reguilon,
space at the back. Yeah.
I think Reguilon.
He's more of a defensive right back.
He's a bit more defensive, but he can get forward at times. So I think he'll play a bit more defensive. But I think if
little bit of Trent, little bit of
Wan-Bissaka. If they need to, they will say both the fullbacks push up. But no, Bale. I think they are taking all of his wages, which is quite.
I think they're taking 50%, and it's only a 1-year loan, I think. But I think they have an option to buy.
Oh Jesus!
I think they have an option to buy.
But yeah, they've not. No, I don't think they do. I think it's just a loan. But they may be
like it is a loan. But I think
they may get.
Think about it. Real Madrid don't want to pay his wages. It's 600k a week. They want him gone.
How many years has he got in his contract? 2 years. 2 years, yeah.
So he's 33 and then he's gone. But he last year he tried to go to China and Real Madrid.
Well, he was pretty much going to it, but then Real Madrid pulled out in the last.
I was like, why? I mean,
they wanted a transfer fee for him. They wanted money out of it.
He was but that's 600. Like, at the end of the day, that's 600k a week. You no longer have to pay for, and you can put towards like an Mbappe.
Let me just work out how much that would have been. So let's say it was a year, 600k
times 52.
31.5, pretty much 31 million pounds. That's a lot.
You go towards his golf clubs.
That could have helped gone towards, like, I think they were linked with Donny van der Beek, so would have gone to the player like that.
I think it'd do well for United.
But yeah, that's a good signing by them, but they need to sign more.
United or Spurs?
United. Spurs, I think.
They've been terrible.
Spurs, I think. I've never been too sure with Mourinho at Spurs.
I think it'll be good for them.
Just because
he got on 14th to 6th, but I think the gap between 14th and 6th wasn't massive.
That's what I mean. Like
they were a point off 4th, and then they started losing. They didn't win for like 7 games.
Yeah, exactly. Like
but to be fair, they didn't have Kane, Son, Sissoko, Lloris. Even Bergwijn got injured.
Have you been watching the Tottenham documentary?
I watched the last 3 episodes.
I watched it. It was very good.
Yeah,
it was very good. And I what was
they like drew to Crystal Palace, and then they saw the Wolves lost, and they were like,
yes.
You finish above Arsenal.
Yeah, Mourinho was like, I celebrate when I win trophies.
Yeah.
Celebrating top 6 isn't something I would really do.
Did you feel like when the commentator was like, it was Tom Hardy who did it, wasn't it? He commentated on
it sounded nothing like Tom Hardy. I was surprised when I saw Tom Hardy. I was like, as in like the actor Tom Hardy.
No.
And I was like, surely not. And then I googled it. I was like, oh no, it is actually the actor Tom Hardy. What the hell? I was like, oh my god, this sounds nothing like him. I don't know.
He's a Spurs fan, isn't he?
I don't know, is he? Oh, I'm assuming he is. He did the
even
thing.
AJ Tracy and all them lot, but yeah, he.
Who did Liverpool's Daniel Craig? Gary Barlow. He'll just sing. Oh god. Anyway, back to the topic.
Mia Khalifa is a West Ham fan, but
anyway, moving on.
The Ironborn.
Anyway, moving on. West Ham are in trouble because they've sold.
I think they'll get relegated this year.
They sold Diangara. Is that his name?
Who?
The guy they sold to West Brom.
And
then it was that in Martin Noble tweeted about it.
Oh yeah, the
kind of-
prospect.
It kind of
He was-
it caused divide and.
Who said
West Ham.
it? Someone in the commentary, not commentary. The after the game, they said it was like that was the reason that they played so badly because Noble brought out that comment.
That's a poor excuse in my opinion. I think.
It
that's-
wasn't that at all. I think they're just awful team.
Yeah, I think they were just they played bad, but I think
Yeah.
you know, if you're coming up to an excuse, that is a poor excuse. You can't say something that
He said it
happened.
was like it brought discomfort to the.
It was
dressing
pretty much
room.
like a week ago now. Like something a week ago. Why are you bringing that up? Like no, that's not a good enough excuse. But they didn't play great. But I think West Ham in trouble. Fulham didn't look great defensively. So I think they're going to go down, and I think West Brom are also going to go down.
Mine is West Ham, Fulham, West Brom.
Is that the order, or is that
I think Fulham will be
Straight
20th.
bottom.
I think Fulham 20th, West Brom,
19th.
and West Ham.
So I think Fulham and West Brom will go down. I think I'm kind of torn between West Ham and Brighton.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite close in terms of top four and
Yeah.
relegation this season.
We apologise if we seem a bit giddily because, well...
A little someone almost sabotaged.
Yeah, almost sabotage. I'm kind of a bit too... Wait a minute.
You're what? A bit too high.
Yeah, because look, you can see the...
Yeah, you're right.
That'll do.
But I was thinking to myself, when was the last time like the three teams that got promoted from the Championship stayed up the following season?
I don't actually know. I'm trying
It'll
to...
be a while, won't it?
I think it was a while. I think... Well, who stayed up this...
Sheffield.
Sheffield and
Wolves was the previous season.
Aston Villa.
Mm.
And then Watford, Bournemouth and Norwich. That's the one.
Nice. I was like,
But yeah, no, I think Leeds with
is no one bought Campbell? Told Campbell.
No.
Oh, he won't be paying for England then.
I don't know what
Someone
team-
should have bought him. He's
I don't
a
know
good
what
player.
team he would.
It's a steal. Good squad player.
I don't know what team like would want him though.
Yeah, but just like a
Because he would go.
Newcastle.
He would go as a starter.
Yeah, but
Not Newcastle. No.
Yeah, but like he wants to play Premier League football. He doesn't want to be playing. It's not like same with Grealish. And he came out saying it was 50-50 stay or go, and then his talked to the manager, and I was like, he said his manager let him. Yeah, he said his manager convinced him to stay. I was like, and he promised him all this.
Dean
I was like,
Smith.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, what is he gonna say to you that makes you stay? Oh, we won't win any trophies. You can just be captain, become a legend at Aston Villa. I'm sorry, like go to a United, go to a top six side, and have a legacy there where you can be playing European football, at least Europa League. You can win titles, even just at least compete for them.
So yeah. That's the,
What, do you think United's not going to win?
Yeah, United.
Okay.
Yeah, United competing. Okay.
I mean, Villa didn't Villa get to a semi-final? Was it last year?
They got to the Carabao Cup final
Yeah,
against Man City.
and they got smashed.
They lost 2-1.
Oh, it wasn't the 6-0 one. That was against
That
Watford.
was Watford in
yeah.
the FA Cup final the season before.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And they came back. There was a good semi-final though against Wolves, 3-2.
Wolves, Watford, yeah.
They were 2-0 down. They came up 3-2.
Wolves deserved to go through though. They bottled it.
Yeah.
Wolves bottled it at the last minute. Here's Hog.
That was so funny. I love those moments. But well,
Okay, so I
guess we've covered.
I was about to say, I think we're done
Yeah.
with the football aspect of.
I mean, well, Portsmouth playing tonight against Brighton. Sky, we're going to watch that.
Can't wait for Brighton to smash.
I will get absolutely slaughtered, mate. Our team's
It's
awful.
at Brighton, or is it?
I think it's at Brighton. But I don't really care.
Shame no one's going to see it. Imagine the fans there, though. That would have been good. Because you have the entire side, wouldn't you?
I mean, we had the derby against Scum last season in I think it was the Carabao Cup at Fratton Park against Southampton. We drawn against and we lost 4-0, but like we were always going to lose.
Yeah, I remember that.
But so you're going to hunt out.
That was a bit yikes.
Right after the game, but as usual, as you'd expect, police on their horses going.
Jesus. Okay. But I think Brighton will go through. Anyway,
if we win, fair
can't
play.
be
But
optimistic.
we couldn't even
be optimistic.
We couldn't even be.
Say like a chicken.
Okay, we played Shrewsbury in the
League One.
first game of the season, and 0-0, dull game, everyone wants the manager sacked, but we have to back him until he does get sacked. So there you go, Kenny Jackett.
How many years have you got left on his contract?
No idea. You probably just renew it. The owners, the bloody Yanks, love him. So yeah.
Okay, but I think that's enough football. Now on to, I think, technology. In particular, game consoles. Because we've had the Xbox One, which was leaked in terms of prices. Sorry, Xbox Series X.
Yeah, leaked about 7 years
I've
ago.
already bottled it. Xbox Series X.
Joke.
Xbox Series X and PS5. They've all...
The Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, which is smaller, less storage, but
and
cheaper.
Then you've got the PS5, which has the digital edition and the hardware
you're basically
edition.
paying £100 for
a disc.
I'm like,
wow. But people have bought it. People have bought that one.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it takes a hell of a lot quicker to download games with a disc. If you just disconnect your
I know what you mean.
Wi-Fi,
but
it takes like a couple of minutes.
But it's cheaper. The digital one's cheaper.
Yeah.
But anyway, but what were your thoughts?
And the games are more expensive.
They've announced a couple of games. They announced a Harry Potter game. I don't know what it's about. I didn't really watch the PS5 event thing.
I think it might come on Xbox, but either way, it looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. There is a...
We'll see.
I mean, it's a bit more relevant to me than it is to you. There is a Five Nights at Freddy's game coming out on it. It's also on PC, but...
I'll play it sometime.
Yeah, well, it's coming out on PC anyway, so you can... Once you get a PC, like me, I will do it.
When's it coming?
I think not next week, the week after.
Right, okay.
I am planning on uploading, guys, on my main channel, and it will be Five Nights at Freddy's at the moment, but yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. There was a trailer that was released, I think today, actually, about it. It looked very different. This means nothing to you because you haven't actually played the games. Do you know some aspect of it?
Is it the one with the bear or something?
Okay, I mean, it is, yes, but
yeah,
okay,
I've seen it before.
Okay, fine, but
I know what it is.
Okay, I'm going to be very broad, or not broad, but bland with it. It's very different. It looks very different to what the normal Five Nights at Freddy's
I think I played
are.
the phone game before on someone else's phone like years ago.
Probably. I've got them all downloaded on my phone.
I'm pretty sure I died or whatever instantly when he captures you or whatever it is. I can't remember.
Captures you. Okay. Anyway,
like 7 years ago. Okay, I don't know what it is.
It's 6. Anyway, but yeah, it looks very different to what the other games are, and I'm very excited for it. Moving on, Xbox though, we are Xbox.
Yeah, we don't hate PlayStation.
We're
probably going to get both.
We're going to get both eventually, most likely.
And we'll compare them, maybe do videos on comparing them. But we're going to probably get the Xbox Series S. Get the S because it's cheaper. It's
cheaper.
Less storage, but you can just buy more storage. And it's plenty anyway. And
Isn't it smaller as well?
Yeah, smallest console they've ever brought out.
Nice.
Which is a lot tidier, nicer.
It'll be good because I think I need to put my PC on my desk, so I don't know how it's going to...
It's underneath.
But there's carpet.
You've got like a desk with, you can get one with a hole in the back of it, so you put all the wires through it. It's a lot easier.
I've got a desk that has a hole in the top bit.
I think So,
I think it could overheat on the carpet or whatnot.
Yeah,
and it could damage it. But
so our plan is
he's
already got the PC.
Unless I just get a slab of wood and put it underneath, but that just looks...
You'll find something.
Yeah, it's fine.
So he's already got his PC. I'm not going to get my PC yet.
I haven't I've ordered it, but I haven't got it yet.
So
now hopefully these videos will be much better. They're not.
There's hopes and dreams.
We hope.
But I think so with you getting your PC coming soon,
this is kind of broadening onto another topic of what we plan on doing.
Yeah.
So I'll let
PC with both early next year to mid next year. Xbox Series X.
Yes.
S.
It might be a bit different for me because I'm employed. You're not.
Yeah. Well, I am employed.
Well, yeah, you are, but
I'm furloughed still.
Yes, but I mean, and also I work.
I would
work much.
Do you know? You know what I was doing earlier? While I was a bit late.
I don't know what were you doing earlier when you were late.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of a thing called CV Library.
CV Library.
It's basically where all these companies just go through
CVs
and they're like, have it. So yeah, Apollo, Serco. I'm looking for new work. Hit me up. Trainee, apprenticeship.
Yeah.
I'm looking. So yeah, the COVID-19 is kind of like screwed that up for me at the moment. But things are starting to open up again. But if we go into another lockdown, then that's just gonna.
We can't say that for monetization purposes, even though we don't get monetized. We can't. Or is it
the virus?
Or is it? We'll just say pandemic. We'll play it safe and just say
The
Pandora.
panny, mate. But no. So yeah.
But yeah,
We'll
see
the
what
annoying
happens.
thing is
because Boris has gone back down to 6.
Mm.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
I'm still yet to go to a cinema yet, and I really want to go to cinema, but I might wait until like a major movie comes out. No offense to Tenet, but
Tenet.
Tenet.
Just one N. But yeah.
No. I swear in the trailer they go Tenet.
It's Tenet.
I swear in the trailer he says
It's like
Tenet.
it's Tenet.
I have a
but it's
word
like,
for you.
It doesn't really
Tenet.
matter. Tenet. It's probably just he says it fast. But Tenet doesn't really matter.
I need to get this up.
But yeah, we'll have to wait. But yeah, so you've got your PC coming. Tenet.
No. It's opinion based. Anyway,
Yeah, give or take.
Anyway,
But yeah. So you splashed the cash on your new PC.
yes.
Now you're not broke, but
It's a lot lower number than I like. Yes.
but yeah.
I'm fine. But the whole I planned it in terms of
you know what you wanted, and you got.
I knew what I wanted. I know how it works and everything.
Yeah.
I need to order a keyboard though. That's why I didn't order, because it made it cheaper. But
yeah, but what I will be going back to work in the gym soon. It's just we were probably at the last job to go back to normal because of close confined spaces in an office with about 6 of us. So and everything's kind of closed at the moment. And we've got the gym open and it's all spaced out. So they only really need a couple of people. But we'll go back there and hopefully I want to get a full-time apprenticeship trainee job, which will be nice around Havant area until I can drive, because I booked my driving test for December the 8th because there was a million people signed up to it, and I was like, ridiculous. I think it was like my mum checked, and as soon as I put on the list in the morning, already about 400,000 people. Huh?
No, don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking to see what it was.
So that's all good, but yeah, money got towards a car and things. But Xbox Series S, we'll get one. We'll get that. We'll give it a nice review. We'll watch some videos on Xbox Series X and try and compare them if we can.
Yes.
No,
sorry.
Okay,
fine.
And then,
one time I
the PS5, I won't get that straight away. Obviously, they're not going to make a PS6 for years.
Well, no, yeah. This
years
seems like it'll be in the console for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
I'd say.
And then I'll just keep updating it, the software and that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we'll get the Xbox Series S. And then we'll get PlayStation 5 back end of next year, early 2022 sort of time, guessing, depending on how employment works and things like that.
Well, I think it'll be easier for me because I'm working much more regularly than you are.
Yeah,
not trying to brag or anything. No, I'm not trying to sound like not trying to sound like I'm a better person.
There's no need for that.
I
know what you mean.
I do feel I was quite fortunate with the job that I got. I'm not going to say what it is.
Well, I actually applied for the job he's got, but I was like...
You applied the following day after me.
Yeah.
Because I know you messaged me saying, I applied for this job. I was like, I did that yesterday. I got asked for an interview. You didn't.
But I at first I thought it was like, maybe the deadline was after, but I think it was the hours. Because I was saying to... I think I was saying to my dad, I was like, I don't mind going doing night shifts, things like that, because he was like, I'm not walking home in the dark. He has these massive worry problems, you see. So I was like, okay, fair enough. But I think that's why, because all they care about is the hours.
I said I could do anything.
Yeah. But, I think you'll do that for a year or two. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I don't
see how it goes. Really.
I know. I've never really had a proper plan in place in terms of what I wanted to do. But where I am now, I would say it's probably the best place I've ever been in overall. There's still obviously negatives to it.
Negatives to every job.
I don't mean the job, I meant just in life in general.
Well,
but obviously there's negatives to stuff, which is absolutely understandable, and obviously there's definitely ways it could be better. But in terms of where I am now, it's definitely the best and the happiest I've been for a while.
I mean, now you've got your PC, you can start saving.
Exactly. Now I've got the main, what's the word for it? The main piece of my setup.
Like the primary thing.
That is the primary aspect of my setup now.
Yeah. So with me, I mean, you accidentally saw my bank account, but we're not going to mention the number. But,
Wait, what?
I said my bank account.
Oh,
yes. But so I'm obviously trying to get my license soon. The pandemic kind of screwed that a bit for me, but hopefully I get that soon. That's where my primary is at the moment.
No.
Once that's gone, then I can start focusing on PC savings.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I've
got my savings anyway.
Our priorities are different, but
eventually we'll have.
Yeah, eventually it'll kind of fade in.
So then your PC is my car, and eventually you'll get your car, and eventually I'll get my PC.
At this moment in time, I know my family will be upset to hear this. I have no ambition to start driving anytime.
A lot of people don't drive. My cousins didn't drive till their mid-20s.
Yeah, I know, and it's there's different aspects to it. It's the job itself. I'm still unaware of really how the rotors will work and whatnot, and when I'm available. The job itself is not a bad distance away from where I am. It's easily accessible, so I have no problems with that as well. But I have no ambition to start driving because I just don't really need it at the moment. But it does take up a lot of your money, and if you're tight on money, or it's not a necessity like you need it at the moment. Say if especially when you move out, you may need one. But obviously we're 18, but also 19. We're not going to move out soon. Also, driving lessons in terms of price of.
Mine's £27.
Yeah, but I think they've gone up to like 30, probably 35 now.
Well, mine's still 27, but I mean, it depends on who you're
I think it's because it was before as well. Because somebody I knew started driving lessons before the pandemic, then lockdown happened.
Well, I can give you my guy because it's if he is still kept at the same price. Yeah. But that's whenever you're ready. Like, you may not do it to your mid-20s.
Like 20 years later. Charlie, do you remember that conversation we had?
My auntie didn't start driving until she was like 40, so didn't need it.
Yeah,
so just whatever it is. Some people don't never need to drive; they just rely on public transport.
Also support the public transport. Get that.
I mean, if you live in London, what's the point in having a car?
Get that train that's always half an hour late. Definitely not early.
Stuck on rails.
But yeah, I think we both have the same idea. We're just doing
same ambitions.
We both have the same ambitions, just doing it at a different time. And that's perfectly fine. We both want the same thing. It's just one thing.
So the dream setup would be, well, hopefully someone, I don't know, moving out some sort of thing. We'll have our own setups. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, lighting, all the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that would be like a hobby, and just hopefully make some quality content. You know what I'm saying?
So I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Sorry, I don't know. It doesn't happen again.
I know. But yeah, I think with the setup I'll have, it won't be exactly what I would want in terms of minimal, but I will deal with it as what it is. Yeah. I think I'm only getting one monitor, but I probably want 2 monitors.
Yeah. Eventually I want 3, but obviously you start with 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think you can easily do it with 1.
Yeah.
2 would be even better, but yeah, I still really haven't decided it. I haven't actually measured to see if everything fits, which isn't great. I kind of just ordered it. Just like, it would do.
Stuff in.
Oh, great.
That comes first. The wardrobe needs to go. It goes. Don't need no clothes.
Well, I'm not going to say it because I don't want it, but if something happens, circumstances will change.
And you can sell it to me, so that'd be good.
I will say it to you off camera. I'll say it to you off camera, but I think you may know. Do you know what I'm on about?
What?
Okay, don't worry.
I didn't get the context of your room.
Okay, that'll do. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
but I don't want to state why. But yeah, just for respect. Even though he ruined our podcast earlier, but that's not the case.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah,
I've pretty much just give you the groundwork to work it out, but I haven't actually stated it. But anyway.
His room will be bigger eventually.
I want to point out this podcast has been absolute shambles at the moment. We've gone all over the place. We've had people interrupting. It hasn't been great.
It's for the culture, mate. It's
but that's what you get from the Leftovers podcast. You get this trash. Hence why it's called Leftovers Podcast. There we go. We nailed it. In case anyone was wondering why we called it the Leftovers Podcast.
Where we can just walk in across the field that
came into mind. And also we were just walking and then Charlie was like, what the Leftovers Podcast? Yeah, I've got a nice ring to it.
Okay, we came up with some weird names before they were like, no. Leftovers Podcast? We'll give it a go.
We'll give it a go, and it's stuck, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But what... I don't know what else to really talk about, really. That's kind of been the main stuff.
No, do we really go into what the country is like at the moment?
We don't go into anything political.
No, not political, just like in terms of how it will affect us personally, or...
Well, I mean...
So especially with me hunting like for a new like career.
Well, okay, what have... Okay, we're gonna...
We could do something really different.
We'll talk a couple... I'll ask you a couple questions about...
songs or anything?
Songs?
You know, no, like hits and stuff that's come out. So you know, McGregor's been accused of stuff.
Oh yeah, well, okay, let's definitely not get into that.
It was all loaded.
Well, yeah, well, okay. I've listened to a lot of Dua Lipa.
Do you? I don't.
I like Dua Lipa. She's great.
I've got nothing against her. I just don't listen to her.
Okay, fair enough. But like,
people have got their favourites.
Yeah, as you.
Is she your favourite?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite. I don't really have a favourite. I just listen to a lot.
When's the last time you brought it?
I listen to a lot of... I'm like mainstream pop type stuff. Yeah. I listen... Like,
do you like house music?
What would define house music?
Well, it's like upbeat.
Is it pretty much just radio stuff?
Yeah, it's like upbeat. You probably find it in the club.
Don't know. Depends. Probably
it's not grime. It's not grime.
Some stuff maybe. Yeah, probably.
Do you know like grime stuff as well? Like Stormzy, J Hus. Dutchavelli.
Not really. No, not really into that. I'm really just. Yeah, I know you've got a lot of variety in you. I'm just kind of mainstream pop.
Thanks, Joe.
No, that's a good. I mean, like, that's a good. No, it's
got a lot of variety in you.
I meant it as a good thing. I meant it as a compliment, not like a. Oh yeah, Charlie's got a lot of variety now. No, but I'm very like music that you hear on the radio.
Yeah,
that is what I would listen to. Really.
Yeah.
Like that,
I know what you mean.
But anyway, what would you say has changed? What would you say? Apologies for any background noise. What would you say you've changed since lockdown? Like in terms of like how have you adapted to it? Like, is there anything you've done differently?
The things I rely on the gym a lot for mental health, my personal mental health and stuff. Like if I don't go to the gym one day or I don't work out like any day, I feel really down.
Yeah.
So yeah, with them being closed for 3-4 months, like my brother and myself were very like, well, what we're going to do. So we ended up buying our own little gym stuff. It was ridiculously expensive because they all went up and they all sold out quickly.
Yeah.
Like, God. Yes, but we ended up buying a few bits and bobs, and we worked out as much as we could in like the garage or like the garden, especially with the weather being nice. And just did like runs around Westbourne and all that.
Once a day, like Boris told us to do.
Yeah.
Or did you?
I think was it once a day or was it like an hour?
No. It was once a day. You were only allowed to do one.
Yeah. Well, I only did one a day. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother also got gym stuff. He got it the night before we went into lockdown.
Yeah.
So he got it like I think just before they started.
We got us towards the start. Like it was like 25 kg weights. So they were pretty pricey, but they were good quality.
Yeah.
And then we got like a bench as well. And we got some like handle stuff, so like bars and things like that. And then we've only just got, we ordered some dumbbells and barbells like back in May, and then it just came a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Yeah, because like they were out out of stock, but it was like there's the only thing they had, and they were like reasonably priced. So I was like, if we're in lockdown still by then at least we've got them. But obviously we came out of lockdown, but.
Now they're just there.
Well, we use them every day, but now the gyms are open and we can go back there. But I mean, yeah, for me personally, I started eating really, really well again. So I was never really going into some junkie, but I don't know, like I had like not necessarily a goal. I just wanted to, be more like lean, put a bit more mass on. But unfortunately during lockdown, my brother and I was like losing like the mass we had because for obvious reasons. With the gyms being closed, so we only could do as much as we can. So it's more about maintenance, like maintaining like the shape of our body. So yeah, brother and I are massive into our fitness, but now the gyms are open, and yeah, I still do follow plans, have my own plan, and yeah, we'll just progress and just reach goals that we can. But what about you? What about anything?
I've got to be honest. I don't think I didn't change much.
Yeah.
Which just shows how unsociable I am. But like, I
Not gonna lie, we play a lot of COD as well.
I mean, you play a lot more COD than I do. I'm more like FIFA.
Oh yeah, like I play it with like a couple of mates.
We're just gamers, but as sad as it is, but
it's not sad.
No,
gamers make millionaires, what you say?
Yeah, but we're not millionaires, Charlie. We're not gamers that make millionaires. Anyway,
I will be one day. No, I'm joking. I'm awful.
We hope.
my KD ratio on COD is exceptional, but
so's mine.
What's that? 0.3 or something?
I don't know what it is. It's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it's negative something, like if that's even possible.
I don't know. Yeah, it would be.
If not, I've made it possible.
No, it's not. No. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
If you've died a lot and you've got like no kills, then probably. I don't think.
Okay, then it probably is negative. Anyway,
I don't think it is, but you know, it's still.
I don't know. You die before you even get into a game. Like that's how it happens. But no. Yeah, I'm beforehand, before lockdown, I was always unsociable. Really, I'd say you were really the only person that I would go out and like do stuff with, like go out and play football, just go out and walk on a walk or something like that. You know, and you know, normally I would just sit in my room playing games, just doing nothing. And I pretty much did exactly the same thing during lockdown. Like, I mean, really nothing changed.
You got a bit of structure in your life now.
I probably went on more walks because I didn't have college or anything to go to, so I was able to like go on more walks with my dog or something like that. And I was still doing that even after because when work was finally back up, I was able to take her for more walks because everyone else was at work whilst I was still here. Yeah, because I didn't have a job at the time, but. No, yeah, I really didn't change much. I just kind of binge watched everything, and like that was,
binge watched.
I remember at the start of lockdown, I binge watched Stranger Things.
I've never seen that.
It's a great series.
I'm watching the. Do you know The Witcher that came out with Henry Cavill?
Oh yeah.
I'm watching that at the moment. Like it's so confusing. I'm 3 episodes in, like what's going on, but it's very very good. Yeah. So I basically at the start of lockdown, it was mainly just. When we couldn't see anyone, I was either playing COD, working out, like eating healthily stuff, obviously, and or just binge watching series and things like that. Bit of David Attenborough slap on the TV. Do a bit of weight, so I'm joking. But
you're working out with David Attenborough.
He's like the motivational music. And go on. But then when we could start to see people again, it was a bit of a slow process. Like. My friends from my secondary school and college we're fairly spread out. Like I got people from live about 15 miles away, Arundel area, all the way down to Portsmouth. So usually it'll be your mates. Like if I went to the same secondary school as you, it would have been a lot easier. I know pretty much all our primary school mates went there. So in that sense, it would have been a lot easier. But there was nothing wrong with going to Luffer. Just two different.
You don't need to state where you went to.
Doesn't really matter.
Because otherwise, people are just going to narrow it down. Like,
well, I've left now, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
But I mean, yeah. Well, you know, Tim Peake. He went to Westbourne Primary School. Went to the old scout group, and he went to.
Why do you keep saying schools that we went to, Charlie?
Why does it matter?
Because they're just going to hunt us down. All two of them are just going to hunt us down. All two of them are just going to hunt us down and be like. I know you.
All 10 viewers are just
all 10 viewers are like
Derbyshire.
All 10 viewers are now like, that's where they are.
No, we moved house.
Yeah. Snap. Done.
This is not the same conservatory as last episode at all.
Yeah. It's a green screen now.
So I basically when things started opening up again, I did a few more things with the family. We would just go out general places, do a few more walks. We did a hell of a lot of shopping. Jesus. And in terms of like friends and that, I would go out and see them whenever I could. Obviously, being spread out, it was a bit harder than being a lot closer together because they were doing it as a family. Some people were not even cautious. Like as soon as they said, right, you can go in groups of whatever, it's 3-4, slowly, and they slowly brought it up. Other than Europe, just went right, bollocks it, just all go out again.
Yet somehow that's kind of worked, and over here it's not.
But with doing that, I slowly started to see more and more people again. But yeah, like every so often we would go out, walk the dog, and do that sort of thing. Just having like nice chill days and things like that. Watch the football, whatever, when it came back. Yeah, and I also watched like other sports. Like I'm more of an all-rounder. Like, I love my boxing and things like that as well. But but then now at the moment, when I can go out, I can. Like, I wouldn't say I'm an indoors person, more of an outdoors person, but with things limited outside. Like, the clubs are open at the moment. Like, I was going to go a lot. I was going to go for May 18th, but it was lockdown then, so that was unfortunate. But yeah, like with open, like I'll be down to go to the clubs again, but it's just that risk. It's not a risk. It's just like they have all these rules, and like you have to sit around tables and things like that, and music's a lockdown, which is good, but they need to do it. They need to do it for the company to survive with the money and the income. But it's just
it's not the same. Yeah, but I know what you're going to try. I know what you're
it's like why would I waste my money doing not going to the full club experience when you want to just wait until they go back to normal? But then you think to yourself, well, once they don't go back to normal for ages, like once, because like even the North's going back into like a lockdown. Once the country goes back into lockdown, I mean, I know Boris has said we're trying to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah.
But if you have no choice to, obviously the economy will just be awful, and the debt will be ridiculous. But I mean, with the club, like, everything like closing down, pubs, clubs, etc., when can I go to them again? I may not be, maybe 20 before I can go back to them. We just don't know. Hopefully with the vaccine soon, but it's just.
Well, they said I think it was something like it wouldn't be until 2024 or something until the vaccine.
Yeah. I read something like, it's next year, then the year after, and then it's like, it won't be.
Well, no. It's like they'll find a vaccine by next year, and then they'll start producing it and then dispatching it out to everybody and whatnot. But I think I went to the shop a lot during lockdown only because I was eBaying.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of eBaying.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much that was another thing I was doing in my spare time, just wrapping stuff up and boxing it up and going.
I mean, there was literally like you had to suddenly think of like things to do all the time, because it went from like you could do whatever you want to like absolutely nothing.
Actually, what I did do, and I don't care if you call me sad, I did do game shows.
That's not sad at all.
No, but like I would
creative.
It is creative. But
me and my family, like we do loads of like games and stuff. There's like we have a card game, like what's it called? I think it's called Benny. I don't know if you've ever played it. It's a great game.
Benny, no, I haven't heard of that.
We'll just do like we'll get people around, especially like the family and that, because I'm close to especially a couple of my cousins, and they come around all the time. They get
you got your family around during the pandemic?
No,
during
now.
Exposed.
No, not then. Obviously not.
No.
No, but like now, like we used to do it a lot, and we're doing a lot again. Like they would just have a few people around, and send like the spare bedroom. We'll just go out and just have like games like I love things like that. Like I'm a family man, but I love seeing my friends. But a lot of my secondary and college lot are now going to uni. I'm not going to uni, as far as I'm aware. I'm not completely writing it off. Yeah, I mean I'm not completely writing it off, but quite a few of my friends aren't. But I think most of them are. Yeah. They're off to like Bath, Bristol, Exeter, Manchester and all that. But yeah, I think it's my friends from primary school who are just not really going to uni. Friends from like secondary school they're all going. Pretty much, apart from a couple.
I don't have any friends.
Because I went to sixth form. If you go to sixth form, you're kind of expected to go to uni, and I just went to my the sixth form ahead, and I was like. So my plan is an apprenticeship / like trainee like thing, because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet. And he was like, yeah, that's completely understandable. So, but they want a rate. Like they always have their like statistics they love. They're like, this is the amount of people from our school qualified to go to their uni. I'm like, I don't care what I get. I'm just not going to uni. He wasn't happy, but stuff him. So so
called him out.
So I just. I'm not 100% what I want to do, but I have an idea of what I want to do. It's just finding it, because we don't live in the best area. And like, if you want the money, you go to London. But maybe that's a thing for like if this blows up, fair enough, great, do that forever. But if it's just stick as a hobby, then that'd be the dream. But please help us, like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yes, just subscribe, like, and
everything,
and comment what to talk about.
But yeah, like things like. Moving to London, like I was talking with my dad. He says never move there. I'll always move to the outskirts. So like Guildford area, because then it's easy to get in and out because you don't want to stay in London.
Well, don't say that to everyone watching the video then, because now they're going to do that.
Guildford, mate. It's a big place. But yeah, so I would. My aim, I probably would do that. Is the most likely solution. Do something. Start off just finding something like a skill, a trade, or something around here, and then be a trainee, learn on the job sort of thing, or an apprenticeship, which would be a dream to find round here. It's the ideal solution, and then go up following that. But if that doesn't work out, I can always use that qualification into something else. But my ideal would be, if this blows up, brilliant, but the next best thing is I move to somewhere like Guildford and then just get where the big money's at in London. So
nice.
You know, you can do whatever you do. You can come and work in London as well if you want the big money. If you want to move away from Audi, become an Audi owner.
Fam, don't expose me. I tried to stay clear.
He works in Witcher.
Anyway,
that's fine.
There's only so many. Anyway, but yeah, I'll probably be homeless, to be honest, if I was going to London, as we will here.
I'm not saying move down, like
in terms of extortionate prices for houses, but
no, you don't move there. You would save until like mid to late 20s, and then you would move. You would look for an offer a job in London, and then you would like move to a place like, you know, around the edge of not too far off London.
I mean, it would be
like 20, 25 miles away, and then you just get the train every day.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good to obviously move to London. That's where I really want to move. But I mean, it wouldn't, like, if it meant I had to do a couple of stepping stones to get there, then I'm happy with that as well. If it meant that London, I didn't go straight from here to London, and I had a couple of other places along the way, then I'm happy with that. As long as I get to that destination, then that's fine. Yeah. But
if this stuff blows up, and I'll move to London in a heartbeat. But if it's like in terms of like we keep this as a hobby and we do this, and even if we eventually make money, if it's not enough to like for a living, and we don't create like a agreement with Spotify and then we get all this big money and deals and things like that would be brilliant. But it will take time and patience. So for now, hopefully everything goes up in terms of views and things like that. But in terms of the work life, now that we're 18, 19, we're used to it now. We will get used to it. The ideal solution would be to move, not now, just get some employment around here, and then mid to late 20s outside London, and then get the money in London, because that's where it is around this country. But
please like and subscribe, because we need it
desperately.
Open up as many tabs as possible with these videos.
Show your friends, your family, your dog, your nan, everything.
Everybody that you know, just shove it in their face and be like, "Have you seen this podcast?"
Just buy 100 phones
it's
each.
So bad.
100 phones each, 100 accounts, and then just play it all in the background on mute. Perfectly fine. And then we'll get our 4,000 hours that way.
Yes.
That'd be ideal.
Was it minutes? I don't know. Who knows now? Who knows? No, maybe it's hours because it's a yearly thing.
Yeah. 4,000 minutes is easy.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours that is. Let's work it out. 4,000.
A question mine must know the answer to.
I need to work this out. Is it?
I think.
That can't be right. No, I didn't do it right.
What?
I don't think I did it right. It's a number. You know what? It's a number. I can't go with it. I don't know how to work it out. And
what are you trying to work out?
I'm just trying to work out 4,000 minutes in hours.
Do 4,000 divided by 60. Yeah.
That's what I did, but it didn't look right.
Isn't it that?
You know what? Let's just not worry. You know what? We don't need to know. It's fine. Just get us to it. That's all that matters. But yeah, I think we're about done here.
Yeah, I think there wasn't. I mean, there is obviously things to talk about. I mean, we could talk about other YouTubers and things that we follow, but
we don't.
But it's so.
We
out
don't
there,
want to.
like,
we don't. Yeah, it's out there. We're not really relevant enough to do it.
The things we talk about are more just like our opinion.
And the YouTubers aren't well enough to do it either.
Oh.
No. But yeah, I think we'll get, like I say, comment down below what topics we can talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear. It's pretty obvious that things like football is like
football will be a main topic for us because we are both football fans and whatnot. So yeah, if you don't like that, sorry.
stuff you go away.
No. But yeah, sorry, we can't really do much about that. But just skip that part. It's the first part. Just skip it.
We want the watching hours. Don't skip it.
Or just play it in the background. Just don't listen to it.
Play it on your computer or your iMac. Just watch your film.
Or your brand new PC.
So anything you want us to, I don't know, mention that we haven't mentioned at all yet, or that you like the most, or particular parts of the podcast you want us to go over more, just drop a comment, let us know. We'll read all of them, and then it'll basically help us structure the next episode.
We kind of want a good structure. We kind of want to talk about 3 key topics.
Yeah, I mean, we want to put a fair bit over the years, put a fair bit of money into this, and just make this all a bit more professional.
Yeah. Even though it's in my conservatory at the moment.
Everyone starts from nothing.
Hopefully, in the future, it will be, not saying a brand spanking new setup and whatnot, but it will definitely look much more professional. Professional. Why do I struggle to say that word?
Professional.
But yeah, so very not really a deep conversation about our lives, but it was nice expression of emotions, wasn't it? I'm excited to get a PC. I'm excited for, not really for Fall Guys anymore. That I wouldn't say it's dead, but that's kind of gone down quite quickly. Among Us. Do you know that game?
Oh, well, I've seen people play it.
I really want to play it. You can get it on mobile.
Yeah, is it the one where it's a bit like...
There's 10 people.
Is it Terraria, the game? Does it look like that?
I don't really know much about Terraria. I don't know what that is.
Is it Terraria? I can't remember. It's the you play. I think I
know what you're on about, but I don't know what. I know nothing about the game.
Oh no! Sorry, no, not that. Escapist, wasn't it? Is it Escapist?
The Escapist
is the one with you used to play. I used to play it.
I know what you mean.
You played it once.
I don't think it.
Is it a bit like that?
Not really, because I guess the whole gimmick of the Escapist is you need to escape. But it basically
not the structure, how it looks.
I don't. Not really, because Escapist,
the old Mario.
Escapist is 8-bit type stuff. This isn't 8-bit. This is
What is the aim of the game in Among Us?
I was about to explain what the game is. So there's 10 people. I don't know. I think you can adjust the.
Is it just a PC game?
It's PC and mobile.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're going to put it on consoles, but basically there's 10 people. You can have max 10 people. Mm-hmm. Normally it's 2 imposters, but there's 2 imposters in those 10 people, and they have to try and sabotage and kill other members of the group. And you're not allowed to communicate with anybody whilst the game's going on. You're only allowed to communicate when somebody finds a body and reports it, or calls an emergency meeting. But if you're not an imposter, you have to do certain tasks during the games.
I like those sort of games.
Yeah. But I really
played
like
a board game like that. But yeah, I did.
I've watched it. I've watched the big YouTubers play it, and I've really liked it. I was like, what is this? But
install on the PC.
Yes, as soon as I get a PC, that would be one of the first.
You're going to get Steam.
I don't know if it. Well, I already have Steam on my laptop, but it's not great. So, but I haven't really used it at all, so I will probably get it. I don't know if it costs anything. I know Fall Guys does, but
what does it cost anything?
It costs money, yeah. But I just don't care. Oh, you know what? It's only £5. You know what? You know what's funny as well? This game came out a couple of years ago. This isn't even a game that's come out recently. This is a game that came out a couple of years ago.
It's just blown up.
It's just blown up all of a sudden. But I really like it. If you guys, that's the one.
Free.
Yeah, it's free. It's free on phones, but ads. You get ads. So I haven't played it on
16 plus, mate.
Well, I'm 19.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm older than you. What are you on about?
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying
16 plus, Jay.
How is it a 16? Is what I'm trying to get at.
Because it's murder.
It's literally just blocks, mate.
No.
I know,
but you actually see their body cut in half. So you see their bone, you see their spine out.
It's just some astronaut-looking people.
Would Android and Apple be compatible?
Guy, pal, friend, buddy, chum.
Anyway, okay, we need to wrap up this podcast because this is getting very weird. This has been a very weird episode. Yeah,
It's been an experience.
It's been very rigid. Is that the word?
We've gone off on a tangent a little bit a few times.
We've definitely been kind
an
of
acceptable one.
We've definitely been in and out of topics, but we've got there eventually.
Yeah.
We went the long way round in terms of in like you have.
That's the thing with podcasts. I don't really like having like a list of things. I think the podcasts I like watching, the ones where Joe Rogan. He doesn't have a list. He just talks.
No. Yeah, I know what you mean. But as in like we talk about topics, but we don't state exactly what we're going to talk about. So we say football, but that could be anything.
Yeah. But I think quickly we both understand quickly what we want to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. And
so like if I said football, you would think, oh, what happened recently within football? So you think transfers, you think games. Like I think instantly, as soon as you said football, we both really knew like Liverpool Leeds was like the main part of that topic. Yeah,
exactly. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching.
It's been good.
Like and subscribe as always, and comment like I said, about what you would like us to talk about. I will put another suggestion out there for what we could do if we don't have many topics. You said this before off camera, tier lists. Actually, maybe you've done it on camera, I can't remember. But I think also would you rathers as well, because I think even though they're quite like one or the other,
but how far are we going to go tier lists? Not tier lists. With like that,
would you rathers? Like we could do, but it depends on what it is. When we can do it for like,
it depends on like every would you rather ends up being,
we could do it on like the last segment of the podcast and just do it for like the last 20 minutes. And then we can get through like 5, 6.
We'll leave it up to the viewers, won't we?
But yeah, do let us know what you guys like to see. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe as always.
Yeah, it's been good.
I've been Joe.
I've been Charlie.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everyone.